West Virginia Derby coming up this Sunday. And at Mountaineer goes off as race number 8 on the program. The star 3-year-old's going the distance of a mile and an eighth, and it looks to be a competitive field of 8 coming in for this one. Matt, with a couple of the big names in the game that we've seen over the last 18 months, Chunk of Gold, the 4 at 5-2, East Avenue from Brendan Walsh, and the yard sitting as the one to beat. And if we go back to what we saw last year from East Avenue, there was a lot of promise early.
No doubt about it. I mean, this was his sort of coming out party, the Breeders' Futurity, where he went out there and waltzed on the front end, open ups to win by more than 5 lengths. And he sort of catapulted this into favoritism in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. We know that story broke horribly. His race was over before it began. But his 2025 campaign as a 3-year-old has been sort of a head-scratcher. I would say it's been incomplete because the Risen Star he was terrible in. The Bluegrass, they put blinkers on, he shows big speed, goes out there, just barely loses the Burnham Square. And then the Kentucky Derby, you can always forgive that sort of a race. He comes back and he wins the Matt Winn in gate-to-wire fashion. Now here we are, the West Virginia Derby, likely to be the pace setter in here. And you would hope this is just going to kind of continue on that path of reestablishing that good 2-year-old form that we saw.
That's East Avenue coming in for the Royal Blue, the Godolphin team at 8-5 with Louis Sayers booked to ride. Other horses to note, Chunk of Gold, the 4 sitting at 5-2 there, gets J Love aboard for Ethan West, runs with the blinkers on, and we take it back to the Grade 3 Ohio Derby over at Thistle, clocks a decent number, comes in for a game runner-up of 8.
I thought it was a nice effort, really nice effort for this horse, and he's really done nothing wrong in his career. He kind of runs the same race each and every time, another one that you can draw a line through the Kentucky Derby. The blinkers are going to go on here today for the first time, or I should say on Sunday for the first time in his career, and maybe it's just to sharpen him up a little bit. He has lost 5 consecutive races after winning on debut, going 1 turn, but he's rock solid, he's super consistent, he's a very likable horse, cost $2,500 way back when, so Chunk of Gold, a fan favorite, and I would expect another good effort from him.
Another horse that exits the Ohio Derby is MCAFEE, the 5, comes in for Rick Dutchrow, sitting at a 3-1 mark as well. So a field of 8 going forward in this year's running of the West Virginia Derby coming up this Sunday right here on FanDuel TV. We're going to sneak in a quick commercial on the other side.